Hello everyone. Today we'll learn about the format of cash flow statement. So in the last video, we had learned about the meaning of cash flow, the meaning of cash flow statement and the process of preparing a cash flow statement. Okay. In this video, we learn about a brief video about the format of the cash flow statement. Okay. So I'm not going in detail, but I will explain you the terms because the terms are very much new for you. Okay, so whenever you prepare something in accounts, you have to mention your company name. You have to mention what you are preparing. Otherwise नाम गाम कुछ नहीं है ऐसा हो जाएगा. No name, no shame. And then you have to write the financial year. Okay, when it is ending, you have to write the end date. So after writing that, you are going to start with the preparation. So here in this example, in this format, we have written our company name as ABC. What we are preparing statement of cash flows and the financial year, which is ending on 31st March 2025. So we have written that. Now, in yesterday's video, in the last video, we had learned that whenever we have to start preparing our cash flow statement, we have to determine the starting point. So here we have done the same thing, cash flow at the beginning of the year. So how much money I had at the beginning of the year, I have written that. So here we denote an amount with X. Okay. So the number of digits the amount has, that many X's you have to draw here. Right here. So you have written your cash flow at the beginning of the year. That is your starting point. Second step was determining and calculating your operating expenses. So operating activities. So what were the operating activities? The everyday purchasing, everyday selling, your expenses, your incomes. Okay, which is done on daily basis. Okay, so here you have written your net earnings. Okay, the amount. Then adjustments for non-cash and working capital changes. So here, first of all, these are non-cash transactions. So what we have learned, when we have non-cash transactions, we subtract the inflows and add the outflows. Okay, so these are outflows. That's why we have added it. Okay, outflows which are non-cash in nature. So depreciation, decrease in accounts receivable, increase in accounts payable, increase in taxes payable. Okay, your money is not directly included. Okay, so what is depreciation? Now, depreciation. Imagine you have a business, and of course, in a business you require many assets. Assets are like cash. There are assets like building, machinery, furniture, everything. So the tangible assets like machinery, building, furniture, all these assets, they don't remain in the same condition forever ना कभी खराब हो जाता है. मशीन लिया तो 2-3 साल चलेगा, 5 साल चलेगा, 10 साल चलेगा, उसके बाद खराब हो जाएगा. तो that depreciation, the term is there that denotes the reduction in the performance. Okay, या फिर बिल्डिंग हो गई तो बिल्डिंग का प्लास्टर गिरेगा, भगवान ना करे पूरा का पूरा सीलिंग भी गिर सकता है, तो ऐसा कुछ हो गया तो वो डेप्रिसिएशन में आएगा, आपका नुकसान हो रहा है ना. तो दैट डेप्रिसिएशन का अमाउंट इज नॉन कैश इन नेचर. मतलब वी डोंट स्पेंड द मनी डायरेक्टली ना कि अरे ये लो मेरा डेप्रिसिएशन हो गया. वी आर जस्ट इमेजिनिंग. इट इज एन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट कंसेप्ट. ओके, देन देयर इज डिक्रीज इन अकाउंट्स रिसीवेबल. मतलब मेरे जितने डेटर्स थे, जितने लोग मुझे पैसे देने वाले थे, उसमें से बहुत सारे लोग ड्रॉप आउट हो गए, अभी मुझे पैसे नहीं मिलने वाले. सो मेरे अकाउंट्स रिसीवेबल डिक्रीज हो गए. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज आल्सो एन आउटफ्लो. इंक्रीज इन अकाउंट्स पेएबल. मुझे जितना पैसा दूसरों को देना था वो अभी बढ़ रहा है. सो दिस इज आल्सो एन एक्सपेंस, बट हियर आल्सो आई एम नॉट डायरेक्टली गिविंग द मनी as for now. So this is also non-cash outflow. So here we are going to add this. And increase in taxes payable. Again, government को taxes देना था, मुझे देना था 1,000 रुपया, अभी मुझे देना है 1,500 रुपीज. ओके, तो मेरा 500 रुपए से बढ़ गया. तो इंक्रीज इन टैक्सेस पेबल, that also we are going to add, and then here we have written the total. Okay, now cash outflows due to working capital changes. Now what is working capital? This is your everyday working capital. Working capital is daily in on a daily basis. ओके, तो जितना पैसा आप लोग डेली अपने बिजनेस में डालते हो, थोड़ा थोड़ा जो छोटा अमाउंट रहता है ना, दैट इज योर वर्किंग कैपिटल. तो दैट वर्किंग कैपिटल इज कैश ट्रांजैक्शन. तो इट इज कैश आउटफ्लो. कैश आउटफ्लो इसलिए वो you are going to subtract it. It's a cash transaction, it is an outflow. So therefore you are going to subtract it. Here also it was an outflow, but this was non-cash. Okay, so therefore you have added it. Okay, and this is cash transaction, so you are going to subtract it. Okay, ये हो गया कि फिर जो भी है टोटल सब्ट्रैक्ट करो और इधर नेट कैश फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस, इधर यू आर गोइंग टू राइट द फाइनल अमाउंट. Okay, this final amount is your operating activities ka amount. Okay, so we are done with step number 2 here. Now we are going to start with step number 3, that is your investing. Okay, investing activities. Now what is investing? आप लोग ने किसी प्रॉपर्टी में इन्वेस्ट किया, यू इन्वेस्टेड इन अ बैंक, यू इन्वेस्टेड इन शेयर्स, बॉन्ड्स, डिबेंचर्स, जो भी है, so that is your investing activities. So where did you invest? You bought equipment. Equipment matlab it's basically a machinery only, but this is not for your business working. This is for your increment, growth in money. जो भी आपका फाइनेंस है उसमें आप लोग को ग्रोथ करना है. therefore you are investing your money, you have some goal in future, so therefore you have purchase some equipment. Okay, मशीनरी सुना कि आप लोग ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटीज में लिखते हो, बट इफ इट्स स्पेसिफाइड देन यू हैव टू राइट इन इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटीज. सो इक्विपमेंट यू हैव इन्वेस्टेड, मतलब आपका पैसा थोड़ा बाहर गया ना, इसलिए यू आर गोइंग टू सबट्रैक्ट इट. ओके, तो नाउ यू आर डन विद द इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटीज. ओके, तो यह एक ही अमाउंट था, इसलिए आप लोग ने कुछ ऐड माइनस किया नहीं किया. ओके, तो कीप दिस एज इट इज. नाउ द लास्ट स्टेप वाज फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटीज. ओके, तो व्हाट वर फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटीज? आप किसी के पास से लोन लेते हो, कुछ करते हो, आप लोग के पास कैपिटल नहीं है इसलिए. So that comes in financing activities. So your notes payable, you are going to pay the money, so this is an outflow. Notes payable is a non-cash transaction, therefore you have added it. Okay, so here also there was only one amount, so you are not going to do anything here. Okay, or the very final step is total subtract whatever you have, and this is your end point. You have determined your end point, that is the balance at the end of the financial year, that is financial year का end है 31st March 25. so this is your final amount. so ये जो amount है ये अभी के लिए एंडिंग अमाउंट रहेगी, ये फाइनेंशियल ईयर के लिए दिस इज एंडिंग अमाउंट. नेक्स्ट फाइनेंशियल ईयर द सेम अमाउंट विल बी द स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट. ओके, तो नेक्स्ट ईयर ये जो अमाउंट है वो इधर आएगी. ओके, एंड देन यू आर गोइंग टू ऐड सब्ट्रैक्ट व्हाटएवर फ्रॉम द न्यू अमाउंट. ओके, मतलब ये अमाउंट में से आप लोग को सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है, ऐड करना है व्हाटएवर. So I hope you all have understood this everything, and thanks for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe. एवढं बोलायला